Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Past the Six. I'm your host, Jay. Joining me as always, Tsunamic Wave and Tokyo Swift. What's going on, fellas?
What up? What up?
Yo.
What's going on, man? Yo, appreciate the love and support as always. Yo, we back this week. As always, we split the show into four parts to start out with games we're currently playing. Then this week, we'll get into this week in gaming, talking about some games that dropped throughout this week in history. Then from there, we'll get into some topics. And then we'll end with the spin wheel. Got one gotta go, game versus all types of stuff. So we're gonna kick this one off as always, man. Well, what games we currently playing? And I'm actually kick this one off, y'all. I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6. Obviously, we'll get into that. That made its debut on Game Pass. Increased the subscriber count by I'd say a decent amount. I don't know. I don't even know what Microsoft's target was, but by 3 million.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and then I've also been playing some college football 25. Got back into that. I know the player base for that went up as well. Of course, college with the season going on. I also play Star Wars Jedi. Still enjoying that. Just about done with that because I'm not doing like the side missions and all that stuff like that. I'm only playing like the main game. And I actually played Super Mario Bros. 3. Went way back, right? Like Super Mario Bros. 3. Been playing through that with the little one on the Switch. Which I've been playing.
Yes, go ahead, brother.
I mean, yeah, if it's me, like I remember, I got family in town right now, like so I've been playing tour guide, but, yeah, very much. But I mean, like, but yesterday I did get a chance, like, to hop on after I play some City Skylines 2, because they had a new patch, they had a new patch and a new like a content creator pack. So it's basically like a French like a French like architect extra pack. So I wanted to check that out. Still some bugs on that because it's like because I guess it caused my game to crash like 3 times within like 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not playing this. So that's it. That was the end of that, man. But yeah, other than that, like I said, man, I was just like playing tour guide to the fam. Like I was down in Kyoto the other day. I tried to get into the Nintendo Museum, man. They was like, nah, fam. Like it's not happening. Like, it's like because they was like on the website. They was talking about like, oh yeah, you gotta basically like, it's like, oh, you gotta get like your reservation. You gotta do a lottery to get a reservation, and then when you get the reservation, it's got to be like they do it on like the first of every month. And I'm like, but y'all wouldn't even open on the 1st of October, man. Y'all just opened, like, so it's like, how are you supposed to do this, man? So I'm like, you know what? Forget it, man. So I'm gonna find my way in there someday, but it's definitely definitely wasn't this week.
Maybe next month on the 1st.
Right. Maybe next month.
For me, it's been Black Ops 6 too. I've been heavy on zombies. I ain't gonna lie. Round-based matchmaking is back, so I've been like trying to get my footing with that, learn the maps. Me and my homies actually tried to attempt the Easter egg today, but I kind of messed us up. I take full blame for why we didn't get past like the first boss, and that's simply because I'm personally grinding the skins for the guns on zombies. So I decided to work backwards, and instead of starting from the ARs, I wanted to do the launchers. I just chose a rocket launcher on the time we was trying to do the Easter eggs. We got to the first boss and it didn't work because he could regenerate health. I ran out of bullets, man. It was just a hectic scene, man. And the crazy part about it is why you even fighting a dude. And this is the only thing I'm gonna kind of spoil you for you guys. I apologize in advance.
Spoilers.
Nah, it's not really a spoiler, but whatever. Some people may get mad. Why you fighting them though? I'm not gonna tell you anything about the fight, but why you fighting them? The rounds continue to go. So I just want you to imagine that. I just had to give you the picture of the chaos that ensued, and it took us to about round 30 because we was trying to, get weapons up and hack and punch and all that stuff. So you could just imagine how crazy it was around 30 trying to fight one of the Easter egg bosses. It was kind of it was fun though. So
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, let's get to this chat. Game with Live Look said at 9:05 is 9:05. Don't let this happen again, man. Get out of here. We had to put our smiles on because Yankees is getting stomped. So we had to collectively.
Yeah, like we had to put on a brave face, yo. Like
right,
right. Getting hectic.
Just say what's going on.
Yep.
Game of Live Look said Black Ops 6 Zombies heavy to level up guns and grind it out.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. I hope you having fun on it. Oh, that was crazy.
Bobby Zalog, what's going, man? The resident Chiefs fan, man. Longtime Chiefs fan too. Not even like, from 2016 on. Like
since Priest Holmes, man.
Right. He said the campaign be tripping on it. I've not gotten into the campaign yet. Actually, was hypocrite. This is the first time ever I didn't play the campaign first.
I played the first mission.
So I am looking forward to the campaign. It's just little one don't like the blood and the, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So I gotta find time to play it. Yeah.
What difficulty are you playing on? I played the first
I didn't start
mission,
it.
I played on veteran. Now I'm talking to Bobby.
Oh, okay, got you.
I just want to know what I should have been more specific. So my bad. Bobby, what mission you playing on? I tried the first mission on veteran. It took me about 4 times to beat it. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good thing, man. Like I like that because that means it's gonna be fun. Like
yeah, I had fun.
Game of Lovely say beat the Easter egg today.
We'll talk about it when I beat it.
Game of say use the sniper. The L7 one is great in pack 1. It turns into a sniper with the rocket rounds. I love it. All right. And he said, "Fuck Freddie Freeman."
I mean, like breaking news though. Volpe just hit a grand slam though. Like,
we got the lead. All right.
Yeah, so we got the lead. Let's go, man.
Like, stay alive.
Let's go.
All right. Yo, with that said, let's not jinx ourselves. Let's go right into this week's game. We talked about games that dropped throughout this week in history and kick this one off, man. We kicked this one off well. When I call it classic, I know some people now have said like, this game ain't that hot, stuff like that. But I still love this game, and that's Jet Set Radio was dropped back in 2000, so 24 years ago, man. So obviously we've spoke about the Dreamcast a lot on this show. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of the Dreamcast. Big fan of this game. I like the Jet Set Future on Xbox as well. It's just one of those fun games, man. Like clearly what would have been an arcade game. I know it was in Japan, and that's what the Dreamcast was, bringing the arcade home, man. But this game was so much fun. Like I said, I still have this game. I still will pop it in every now and then. I would love to even see something like this show back up on the Switch or Xbox, PlayStation, or something. Like I just feel like these are one of those games you play. I call it like a Thanksgiving game. You know what I mean? Thanksgiving, like your fam over, you play something like this, or you play sports games, stuff like that. So I'm gonna start off with Wade, man. What's your thoughts on Jet Set Radio?
I ain't gonna lie. I actually never got into it. This is not really my style of game. If I'm wearing skates or doing any kind of extreme sports, I just want to like race and do tricks or like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like doing the missions and stuff wasn't really something that I got into on like, just I guess the look stuff of it just turned me away from it. I did play it as I got older. And it was okay. I didn't spend too much time on it because again, this ain't my style of game, but I tried to, I think we spoke about it one time. And I was like, let me like give it a try. Graphically, it ain't bad because of the design. I like the art style,
right?
But I don't really got too much like negative things to say because I didn't really give it too much of a time.
Okay, Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts on Jet Set Radio?
Hold on, let me look for something because I was like, I'll get to my thoughts in a second because I had to look something up because I was sitting there watching the video, I was listening to Wave talk, and I was like, yeah, this game is cool, man. Like I like this game and blah blah, and it's like, because it kind of reminded me of like the Tony Hawk series, like with the skating and the trick and stuff like that. And then I'm looking at the video, I'm like, yo, I know this map. This map is on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. It's it's the same area. Like
really?
that's why, so I had to look. That's why I had to look it up. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, man. Like I was like, yo, this little plaza, this area, and you come down like right where it is right now on the right hand side. There's a little hill that you come down to the main area from. So I'm like,
That's
yo,
hilarious.
I know this. So I wanted to look it up to see like who did it first. So this came out in 2000. Like Tony Pro Skater 4 came out in 2002. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 like confirmed like a copycat. But yeah, I mean, but other than that, yeah, like this game was cool, man. Like it was a nice change of pace. Like it's kind of a kickback, laid back game. It's like very low stakes, you know. So like it's like you said, the J is like it's like a Thanksgiving game. Like you got the fam over, like you pop this in, like y'all take turns, you pass the sticks. So like it's yeah, I mean it's it's a cool game. Like they definitely should bring something like this back. It's like it's some of the games that very cool, innovative. Like this was back when games were trying new things. They weren't afraid to try new things. And now it's all like the same. Like we all like the same for first person shooter battle royale like thing now. So
right.
Yeah, Halo should
right.
join that. By the way,
they really should.
Bobby said, in the sense of it kicks you out a lot on Xbox Game Pass for no reason on Veteran. He's playing on
I haven't
Veteran.
had any problems.
Me neither. This is actually the first year I haven't had any problems with COD. Like the first time in a long time, to be honest. So like, fingers crossed. But yeah, let me know, because I read a little bit about it on day one, but I haven't heard anything since about people getting kicked out.
Right.
He also said, been a Chiefs fan since first grade. Think Deshaun can pull up the pick of us in the starter OG jackets.
Yeah, so you had a lifetime full of pain. So
I definitely I definitely remember you at the table like talking about Kansas City. I was like, man, them dudes bums. They ain't never gonna win nothing. I'm like, I guess I was like 15 years too early, man. Like it's like we had to wait for Mahomes to be born first.
Right. Give me a lot of said, why the hell was that guy in green twerking? Yeah, that's crazy.
How did you? What guy in green with it? How did you see that?
What video?
I saw a monkey trying to chase dude around with a gun. That was a monkey with a gun, right?
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
That said, I want to play this game, the little one. I bet. Yeah, definitely. Trying to pull back out the
make it happen, Papa. Make it happen.
Trying to pull back out the Dream Pass. All right, yo. Let's jump to the next game. Next game is a game that we kind of rag on this show, but let's not get it twisted, man. The game itself is a good game. I know we give it a hard time because I still think it's the worst mainline Grand Theft Auto game, but we talking about Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So today, yesterday for Tokyo Swift, it dropped in 2002, so 22 years ago, man. I'm gonna kick this one off for Tokyo Swift. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. What's your thoughts?
Hey, good. It's like three E6 Mafia said, man. Like you the worst, best girlfriend I ever had, man. Like this is like it, and this is like is it? I mean, it's not. If this was a standalone game, this would be like we'd be talking about this. It's probably like top 10, 20, 30 lists of all games of all time, man.
Right.
But just because it happened to have the misfortune of coming after GTA 3 and coming before GTA 4 and San Andreas and all that. Yeah, I mean, it is like the middle like the middle child, like the one that's like they don't get no love, they get thrown, they take a back seat to everybody else, and within reason. The games, all the other games were better. Like the other games, like let's be clear, but this let's give credit to where it was due. Like this game was great. It was the first main series game with actual dialogue from the main character. Because the GTA 3 was a silent protagonist, so he was the first one with actual lines and stuff like that. I mean, they expanded on the map, they expanded on the lore. They got it to a new location because Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 took place in New York. Grand Theft Auto 3 took place in a fictionalized New York in Liberty City. So it's like, hey, look, we're gonna expand. We're going to go to somewhere different. I mean, they took a big swing at this, and they all intents and purposes, they hit. It's just that their work is overshadowed, unfortunately, by all the other work that they did. But I mean, yeah, it's still a good game, man. I still think of it's funny because even Vice City Stories for the PSP was a better game than this. But I mean, it is what it is, man. It's like, it's not saying it's a bad game. It just wasn't as good as all the other games.
What would you rate it out of 10? Hindsight,
out of 10? Hindsight being 2020, out of 10, it's a solid 7 out of 10. Solid 7 out of 10. And honestly, I can't even be mad if somebody said it's an 8 or even a 9 out of 10. The soundtrack was good, and this was back in the day, especially for Xbox, where you could play your own music when you got in the car. So right. I mean, because I remember one of my dudes, like, we was playing. It's like, oh, you hop in a whip and like get rich or die trying is blasting. I'm like, yo, that's fire, man. That's fire. So,
right. Wait, what's your thoughts on Grand Theft Auto Vice City? At the end, what would you rank it with hindsight, of course?
I'm gonna just kind of add on to what Swift was saying. I quite honestly, if you being real, like, do we really think that this is worse than 3, or is it because of what 3 brought to the GTA like game, or the most Swift said, the impact of it? I think they did a good job coming off of 3. It's just the problem is 4 is a lot better, and then 5 was just 5. So a lot of the times we just treat this game like it wasn't really as good as it is. But to be quite honest, like, if you really look at it or really play it and really look at it from a non-biased lens, you know, we probably could agree that this is better than 3. And we always forget about 1 and 2. It is obviously better than those 2.
Oh, it's way better than those. Way better than those.
You know, it's not really the the middle child, as we like to call it. Just out of the top tier Grand Theft Auto games.
Open world ones,
yeah, like the 3D
fast spot.
So would you give it away for like your score?
Oh, rating 7. I'll give it the same. I was thinking 7 when he said 7.
So I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I honestly think from GTA 3 on, they all were 10s. And I know that sounds generous, but I honestly, I have a preference, right? Like, I prefer the other ones over this one. But honestly, I think all of them are like incredible games. Like, real talk. Like, I think literally, like, we can nitpick, but I think if we just look at it, like, I think all of them are 10s. Like, and I think GTA 6, I think that's why the pressure is on, because it's not just GTA 5 was incredible. They haven't put out a bad one. I think that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like when you start, but the difference was this was GTA 3 was what, 2001. This was 2002. San Andreas was what, 2004. GTA 4 was 2008, GTA 5 was 2013, and now here we are in 2024, about to be 2025, right? So that now this gap is more like, okay, this is why it has to be great. But honestly, I think all are like amazing. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that when you put out nothing but heat, it's like something gotta be last, right? Of the 3D open world games, and I just prefer 3 change the game. I like the setting of Liberty City. I've always preferred it. That's probably why 4 is my favorite, because it went back to Liberty City, updated graphics.
Yeah, updated completely.
Yeah, so I'm going 10 out of 10. Shout out to Vice City though.
And going back there for Grand Theft Auto 6. So like,
absolutely,
let's see what they do to it, man. Like, I'm in one of those people where I'm in the Venn diagram. It's like Grand Theft Auto here and Pokemon here, and then in the middle, all region game. Like, it's like, yo, especially because it's like, look, man, it's time. It's 2024, man. Like it's like, I'm not even like, oh, you gotta drive to it and stuff like that. That's crazy. Especially because like most they make these maps islands anyway. Look, fly, man. You got airports in there. Like, get on the plane, fly, load up a different map, man. Like that, that's what I want to. That's what I want to see, bro.
It's like
Make it
taking
happen.
a train
Make it
in
happen.
GTA 4. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
That was
Exactly.
cool though.
Yeah,
Make it
was.
happen. Yo, dead ass. Like I was doing that for all the missions. They was like, oh hey, drive here. I'm like, I ain't driving nowhere. I'm taking the train. Like, taking the train. Like,
Andrew, what's good, bro? He said, "Love Vice
Yo.
City, other than the mission where you have to race past the nightclub."
Yeah.
Bobby said, "Thought we were talking about for rapper to rapper." Like, nah. Like, shout out to
all in the mic.
Andrew said one of the best superstar voice character castings as well. Yeah, I mean, like the protagonist is memorable. Tommy Vercetti, like, I just think, like, literally. I mean, if we're being honest, it's really San Andreas that did this game in. To be honest, like, San Andreas was just so special that, like, and it came like not even a full 2 years later. Like, that was what really did this in. Game Elijah said,
11
"Don't
years
stop,
for the
get the
next
yayo." That song was fire on Vice City and Billie Jean.
Billie
said
Jean,
0 days since talk about GTA 6. We're never gonna stop, man, until that game is out.
I mean,
and even when that game is out, we're gonna talk about it forever. Like,
at this point, it is imminent, man. It's imminent.
Yeah.
Like,
the driving of Vice City was the best driving mechanics we've had. What y'all think about that?
I like so? 4, 5. I like 5. 4 is trash.
5 is
I think 5.
I like Yeah, 4 was like you was driving like you was drunk the whole time. Like,
4 is the worst.
It's tailing everything. Yeah, it's tailing everywhere. But
I don't know if you look into every person's voice in the game, but you'd be surprised who's in it. I did it for GTA 4 and 5. I didn't do it for like Vice City and San Andreas.
They Rockstar gets a really good cast of people to like. If anything, it would be like, yo, you got to figure out. It's just more surprising to see who's not in the game, right? Rather than and who's in it. Like they're very good with their voice actors. They
do a good job of secrecy too. And they do a good.
Yeah, exactly.
They do a real good. Hey, right now we still don't know who's in GTA 6.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you be literally like, yo, that's that. Because like when I was playing San Andreas, I was like, yo, why does dude sound like Samuel L. Jackson? I'm like, oh, yo, that is Samuel L. Jackson.
Right. GTA 4 is horrible, and 3 was new. Vice City got it right in terms of the driving. All right, yo. So let's get into the next game we're talking about. The next game we're talking about is a game that it went on to become probably end up going to be one of the best-selling franchises of all time. That's Call of Duty. Dropped October 29th, 2003. So here we are 21 years later. I know Tokyo Swift always says how many times we gonna storm Normandy Beach. But when we did it this time, this was
the first time. Yeah,
right. This was special. I ain't gonna lie. I remember playing this on the PS2. I remember being like, yo, at this time, Medal of Honor, right? SOCOM, those were my games. And like I was playing this one with hesitancy because everyone's like, it was fire. I'm like, yeah, but SOCOM, you got the team, you could direct him what to do. And I played this, I was like, all right, this is hot. I can't even front. Like, this is hot. And then obviously here we are 21 years later and we see what it's become. But yeah, man, like looking back, like this is a really good game. Like I know obviously we talk about all the other ones, the special ones that came afterwards, but I do think like this one was an incredible start, man. Like I still prefer this over 2 and 3, and then when we get into 4, Modern Warfare and all that, that's when it obviously not. But I do like this game a lot. I'm gonna kick this one off with a wave though. What's your thoughts on Call of Duty? It's a weird to even say it like that. Like, but like, what's your thoughts on Call of Duty? Like,
this obviously is a staple, but when this like first came out, I ain't gonna lie, I was a SOCOM guy, so I wasn't. You know, when I always say this, and I'm gonna continue to say this just for people that is listening and you know they're new. I was a person that picked sides when I was younger. So I played SOCOM. I did not play this. So everything I'm gonna say is based off what I reviewed and studied before the show.
Right.
But I mean, I guess the only thing I could really talk about is the way it looks. You know what I mean? Because I'm not familiar with the story. I didn't play through it. I looked at some multiplayer. gameplay as well. I mean, it still looked like it holds up, in my opinion. I know we got all this uh graphically pleasing, but as an OG gamer, this looks really good to me still. And that's one thing Call of Duty always did
Yeah,
that
that's
I
true.
can give them credit for. They always make the guns look really good, and the players look kind of great too. Like they obviously it's 03, so got to look at it from that lens. We all three of us was pretty older by then, so we know that it was a lot of terrible games, PlayStation, graphically. This is not that. So I mean, it looked good. It looks smooth. I'm gonna let the people that played it talk about it though.
Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts?
I'm not one of those people that are good, to be honest, man. Like, cause I didn't play like the first Call of Duty game. Like, I knew of it, but like it was 2003. I was knee deep in Halo at the time.
That's fair.
Halo and Matt Adams, stuff like that. So I missed this game. I knew of it, but like I missed this game in particular. I didn't start playing Call of Duty until Call of Duty 2. When that dropped for the I think for the 360. Yeah, so it's like I completely missed it, but I mean I knew of it. I knew that it was cool and stuff like that. So when Call of Duty 2 came out, I was like, okay, yeah, let me give this a chance. But from it's a good game. It's like you can see like the basis of the modern Call of Duty now, like, and things like that. It's first person shooter, but it is story driven. Of course, in 2003, like there was no online multiplayer player yet. So, but I mean, it's a good game overall, man. Like it is we're seeing as you picked up 25 for 5 health, but like I mean, but other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a cool game, man. Like, and I can see why it spawned more gay sequels and stuff like that, and it basically I mean, Activision was already there, but it basically like boosted them up. So it's like it boosted like Activision up, and made them into the juggernaut that they are today.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point because they had games, right? Like the Tony Hawk games, Spider-Man games, stuff like that. But when they started pumping these out like left and right, it was like, yo, like Call of Duty was just like a cat. I mean, to what it is now, it's a cash cow to where it's kind of become a negative because people want other franchises brought back, but it's like, nah, we got to support Call of Duty. So
Call of Duty,
you want to take all these developers and throw them onto Call of Duty. It's like, so in a way, it's a good thing, right? Like in a way, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's kind of become a curse. But
right,
all right.
I don't even think it's that because, like you said, it's a cash cow. I mean, and that means that people are paying for it. It's like, yo, people are paying like more money like to play Call of Duty than all these other games out. Why wouldn't they keep making Call of Duty and putting all their time resources in Call of Duty? Y'all gonna buy it. So it's like it's kind of thing is like where fans they out here they're saying one thing, but their wallet is saying something else, So it's like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, of course you want the indie game, like, stuff like that, blah blah, but the indie game not selling though. The AAA game is though, like, yeah, Call of Duty, like, yeah, like for instance, we just played Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to make like $10 billion, man.
Right.
So I'm like, so can you blame Rockstar if they're not making a bully game? So I mean, money, fam.
Yeah, all right. So basically, right now we about to jump into the last game we're talking about. I'm curious because I want to know if you actually played this, man, because this is a game that I played and I thought it was good. It's just, again, it got left behind because of the time frame. But Killzone, November 1st, 2004. So yes, we are right in prime time for Halo 2. Right. So like I know why, like, for example, but this was a PlayStation exclusive. I actually thought this game was good, man. I got to it late. By the time I got to Killzone, it was on the PS3. I really enjoyed Killzone. I know PlayStation fans are clamoring for it to come back because what they're saying is like, okay, the fear of Call of Duty being lost to Activision, right? I mean, to Xbox. They was like, if that's the case, then Killzone needs to come back. Now we know that's not going to compete with Call of Duty. It's just not. But at the same time, I do miss having multiple shooters, man. Like, if for nothing else, then at least the campaign mode. I was a big fan of Killzone. I wish I would have got to it on time, because at this time I did have a PlayStation 2. So it's just one of those things, like Tokyo Sis said last time, man. At this point, Madden's out, ESPN 2K5 is out already, NBA Live is out already, NBA 2K5 is out already. So like, it's mad games, like, Halo, it's mad games out. I believe this was the year of MK Deception. So like, it's mad games out like at this time that just kind of got buried, which I get. But at the same time, like I said, I don't want to act like this wasn't a good game, man. Like, I really did enjoy the Killzone series. I'd be cool if they brought that back. I know some people, if they're gonna play a game that has a gun in it, it's gonna be Halo or COD. That's kind of where we've been since 2007. But I hope they do. I know it's been talks recently about it possibly returning. I hope they do, man. Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts on Killzone?
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool enough game. It's like I did play this when it first came out, but not too much, because for the obvious reasons that, like you said, I mean, like, yo, especially Halo 2 dropped around like I believe the same time. Right. So it's like if I remember correctly, yeah, it's like okay. I tell you exactly what I looked at. Like this dropped November 1st, Halo 2 dropped November 9th. So like of the same year. So it was like, I mean, like it's cool, but it ain't Halo, man. Right. And like and Halo 2 like evolved like that. That's a sequel. That's what you do to a sequel. So it's like, I mean, it's one of those times where like the timing matters. And like if you drop your game too close to a juggernaut like Halo, like I mean, it's going to get left like by the wayside. Now there are, so like you said, there are some PlayStation fans who are like, oh man, like, we want this game back and stuff like that. Because I remember playing like the PS3 get Killzone games as well, because it was more like sci-fi based. Like, yeah, it was like they had like, it was fighting like aliens and stuff like that. So it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, bring it back. Like I'm all for that, man. It's just that, like, yeah, don't pretend like it's gonna like compete with Call of Duty though. I mean, because people will definitely go out there and buy an Xbox for Game Pass way before they say, okay, look, we're gonna just go all in on Killzone.
Wade, what's your thoughts on Killzone?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So before I even talk about Killzone, I was trying to make a point about the whole Call of Duty thing, and I'm saying that going in. And my point, I'm gonna make it real quick. I ain't gonna do the whole spill again. But my whole point was about people complaining that they want something different, but still only buying Call of Duty. When XDefiant came out, which was free to play, by the way, they was labeling that a Call of Duty killer because they wanted something to compete with Call of Duty so bad, and it came out and they didn't even that game is dead in the water now, and it happened in like a month or two times. So like, people really don't want what they say. They really want to just play Call of Duty.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
Back to Killzone. I didn't even really know this game existed. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't even know if people remember this, but they had a Killzone for the PSP, and that's the joint that I used to play that I thought was fire. One point I do want to make about this game though, and it's hard, when y'all bring up like games like Halo, it's hard not to compare them to games like Halo when it got similar mechanics. The way the shooting is and all of that is like, it's mad close to Halo. It's just not, they're not shooting aliens, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same kinda, it might be Killzone in space, then it'll be pretty much the same game. It's like a reskin of Halo, if we being real, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Killzone because obviously it's his own thing, but as a fan of Halo, this is what I'm seeing when I see games like this. And that's probably the issue with other games that's trying to come out and gonna try to compete with Call of Duty. As soon as it seems similar, you automatically, even if you're not Call of Duty, even if you're not trying to compete with Call of Duty, just the similarities of it make people automatically make you compete and compare to them. So
that's a great point. Gamer Live like said, we need Call of Duty administration paperwork. Like White Boy Robbie said, have any of you guys played the new Life is Strange game? Tokyo Swift. I was supposed to
Not
play
yet.
it.
Yeah,
I was supposed to play it.
not yet, because like I said, I got family in town, so I've been like playing tour guide, but I mean that definitely when I get a chance, that I'm hopping on that. Like I'm probably going to end up killing that in the first day. Like it's I'm gonna take that down.
Long, right?
They're
4
they're
5
usually
hours, 6
not
hours?
that long of a story. I mean, it's a good story, but it's really not that long. It's more of like for the replayability because it's all a choice based. Like your actions have consequences. So then you want to go down. So you go back and play it again and say, okay, I'll choose this instead of that instead of this. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to see that game though. I definitely ain't forget about that.
But if you played it, let us know what you think of it, because I'm hype on it, so I can't wait to actually play it.
But no spoilers though, man. No spoilers.
Right. Gamer Live looks at a game about the going ins on the background of the wars.
Mm-hmm.
That could be cool. Papito, my boy Matt, what's good? He said we on Freddy 5. Why Freddy mad disrespectful? We talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. He's doing a marathon right now. Shout out to my boy Matt.
I'm like, Fred, you talking about Freddie Freeman? Because he is real disrespectful right now, man. Like hitting home runs after home runs, man. That dude won't stop hitting home runs.
Right.
We're not a fan of Freddie Freeman on the show, man.
Right.
Anything Freddie right now.
Shout out to Nightmare on Elm Street, though, man. It's just celebrating 40 years next week.
F Freddie.
Larry McAllister was good, bro. He said he played Killzone last week. Such a great game. He also said, do y'all remember Black on PS2? Yeah, we talked about it, three or 4 weeks ago now? But yeah, man, hell yeah. I remember Black. Another game that initially they said they was talking about remaking it. This was around the time of the PS4 Pro when that dropped. But again,
that's the first shooter I ever played. You could shoot somebody's legs off. That was an experience for me.
It makes sense though. I mean, because it's like they gotta change that, because it's like, yo, you could dump a whole clip of a chopper into somebody's kneecap and it's still there. Like,
right?
What's your knee made of, man? What's your knee made of?
That's vibranium. Good.
Yep.
All right, yo. So next up, that's all we got for this week in game. Let's jump into topics, man. Black Ops 6 made his debut on the Game Pass, adding 3 million subscribers. Some people are upset at that, saying like how much money Activision could have made by selling to those 3 million to 75 each, right? Obviously, I assume those are PlayStation fans because they had to pay the 75. But I mean, what's your thoughts overall on Black Ops 6 so far, and just the fact that it added 3 million subscribers to Game Pass? I don't know what Microsoft's goal was, right? For all we know, they could say their goal was 10 million and they only got 3 so far. But we do know Christmas is around the corner, right? That always bumps it up. So I'll start with Wade. What's your thoughts on Black Ops 6 as well as it adding 3 million subscribers to Game Pass?
I mean, I think it's great. More people seeing that the value is at the Xbox. And I know people love PlayStation so much, but Xbox just give you a little bit more bang for your buck. But I will say that the people that saying stuff like, oh, Activision is losing money for, letting this go down. They forget that they're going to make this money back on skins. They probably made it already. So they're not losing nothing. And they didn't even come out with no battle pass for Black Ops yet, no skins for Black Ops yet. They still making money off Modern Warfare 3 skins and battle passes like that for their Warzone. So they're not, I mean, obviously it is a loss, but in the grand scheme of things, that is real minute. Like it doesn't matter. Okay. They're gonna make that bread hand over fist as soon as they start dropping content for Black Ops 6. And with the addition of the way they did zombies, which is going to bring a lot more OG people back, they're not missing nothing. So like you said, Jay, those people saying that is really just PlayStation people trying to mask their hate
in some form of like logical thinking, and it's just not doesn't work for me. You know?
Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts?
Facts. Like I don't know this to be sure, man. Like so I might just be making stuff up, but I assume that the deal is like with again Game Pass is that with Microsoft is that they definitely kicking they got to be kicking back like some of the profits from the subscription fees to the studios. Because like you said, why would you give away your game for free when you can sell it? Like so it's like so they got to get something out of the deal. So I mean, so it's like I would assume that like they get getting kickbacks for the subscription fees, because I mean, as much as I hate to say it, as a consumer, but from the business standpoint, it's like, look, why would I sell you something one time when I can sell it to you on a monthly basis? So I mean, like, and that's what Game Pass is pretty much. It's like, yo, yeah, I could get $70 off you right now, one time fee, or I could get $15 off you for the next 4 years, next 4 or 5 years, I'll get that money eventually, just installments, so and then more after that, because like I said, added 3 million subs, Microsoft ain't gonna be like, okay, cool, thanks, and then they're going to like, hey, look, you guys are doing this, look, we're gonna now this is telling Microsoft, oh yeah, so just by the way, all your games are going to be coming out Game Pass day one now, because now they know. I mean, we all thought it was going to be a big set for the Game Pass, and it's going to boost up Game Pass subscriptions. I'm like, but now we see it. Now there's no undeniable. I mean, somebody can make the argument, some smart ass like, oh well, I mean, Life is Strange did come out too, so maybe that's no we wasn't subscribing for Life is Strange. As me being a fan, nobody's like we wasn't subscribing for Life is Strange. So I was like, yeah. So I would say this is a big win for Microsoft and for Xbox and for Activision. So because now they know we can put out, and then now it's maybe hopefully they can take the time. It's for our next game, we're not going to rush it out. Let's take our time, blah blah, and build up the hype, that anticipation, and then you can and while still support in this game, y'all going to print money, man.
Absolutely. Yo, that's a good point, because basically what I'm noticing is the player base has increased, right? So, for example, Modern Warfare 3, which was on Game Pass at the time, it didn't come out day one. It came to Game Pass, I want to say March. And the active player base for that was around 300,000. It jumped to about 950,000 when Black Ops 6 dropped on Game Pass. Mm-hmm. So now that was just on that Friday. By Saturday, it got to 1.2 million. That's 1.2 million active players, right? So it's like the fact is you keep the player base high, like I said, basically that's just there's ways for them to buy skins, because we know it's competitive, right? So if so-and-so got the skin and he kill you in a multiplayer, you might want to go out and buy it. So I completely agree. I think it's a good thing. And the fact is, we talking about it being 3 million. The game been out for 4 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that doesn't account for those who didn't have time. Like Tokyo Swift said, he got family in town. So he hasn't had a chance to play. But let's say he didn't have Game Pass. I was talking to somebody at work today who was like, yo, how's Call of Duty? I was like, it's actually good this year. They was like, damn, I want to buy it. I just don't want to spend the 75. And they had PC. And I was like, yo, just get Game Pass. They was like, I got Game Pass. I was like, it's on Game Pass. They was like, what? No way. I'm like, yo, see, this is the benefit of that. Instead of being like, I don't want to spend the 75, right? It's just download it off Game Pass. You got it, play it, done deal. And now that person was playing it, you know what I mean, was playing cards. So I think it should be on
75 is insane.
It is.
It's insane.
It is. I actually think it should be on Game Pass from here on out. I mean, but then again, I'm a subscriber to Game Pass, so of course I'm biased. But I just think it's a better value, man. I think even Madden, their player base shoots way up when it comes to Game Pass after the Super Bowl. Same thing. So it's if they might as well just throw it day one as well.
I think it's gonna work because it's working with the show.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah,
like the show is like it's to the point like now it's like yo, I know PlayStation fans mad because like they lost that exclusive, which it really shouldn't have been exclusive anyway. Seeing how it was the only
Baseball game.
baseball game, so it's like yo, like it's like and I'm glad that MLB was like yo, man, yo. Put it on the other consoles, man. Like it's like,
Right.
yo, you want to grow your fan base. Like yo, put it on other consoles. Don't make no sense.
Master game is $75.
Insanity.
That's because Matt is still on Halo, and so like it's been on Game Pass since day one. So Game Alive said they make their money for that game in 3 months at $22 a month, and they keep making money afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it's basically like those silly videos that you see on like online, like TikTok, and you just like, oh, would you rather have $1 million in cash right now, or would you rather have $10,000 a day every day? You know, it's like I mean, like it's basically like, yo, do you want the money up front, or like you want this amount of money up front, or you want more amount of money like over a longer period of time? So yeah,
Xbox could have hit them with an advance and a percentage too, though.
Exactly.
So they could have made that money before they even dropped.
Exactly, because like that's like is this. I mean, obviously, I don't know the inner workings of the deal and stuff like that, but it would be insane to believe that like, oh, Microsoft said, hey, give us this game, like, and then we're gonna get it away for free, and you don't get anything out of the deal. Like it's like that meme, like that trade alert meme. It's like you give me the new Call of Duty, I give you nothing. Right. Yeah, I mean, like there's no way that they're not getting some out of that deal.
Right, absolutely. All right, yo, so now we're gonna jump to a conversation that's not as pleasant, unfortunately. We're gonna talk about the game industry. So we talked about Call of Duty, and for all intents and purposes, that is a success. But now we're gonna talk about the game industry. And the reason why I brought this up is because there's been for a while now, we've been talking about how Tokyo Swift's been on record saying he thinks we're entering a dark age in gaming. I've seen the term gaming recession. I've seen impending video game crash like the one we had in the 1980s. I've seen all types of talk, but I've also seen folks saying that like it's over exaggerating. There's nothing wrong with the industry. The industry finally, of course, starts making like crazy money's become the biggest industry, and now that's when everyone's gonna say it's bad and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna get y'all thoughts right now, man. Should we actually be concerned about the industry and why, or is it just more like, okay, the games right now ain't hitting, but there's nothing wrong with the industry? I'm gonna kick this one off with Wave.
I think just the originality is just dead. It ain't no people. Well, Mo said this earlier. People scared to take risk. Everything is a remake nowadays. Like there's or a reskin, it seemed like. And the only thing people really focusing on is graphics. And how to sell in-game stuff. Like how to sell skins. That's really where all the effort is going on. Skins and just like remakes. There's not a ton of wow, this is different. Or like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the difference between what's happening now in gaming and when we was coming up. You know, everything was like fresh. And I mean, obviously it felt like almost at this point like we've seen it all. So it feels like a lot of recycling. And I think that's what's killing it more than anything else outside of the predatory practices of people selling the in-game currency in the in-game loot boxes, or you can call it gambling, if you will.
It is.
Yeah, you're gambling. That to me, that's what's happening in gaming, and that's what's really killing it. And that just take away from the essence of what gaming is, you know, which is like sitting on the couch enjoying games with your friends and just discovering something new through gaming. But if you done played it already and they just remade it or reskinned it, you don't even really get that experience because, wow, I've seen this. Oh, wow, this is familiar. Oh, wow, Call of Duty been out for 15 years. They still redoing the same map. So we done had this map in 2002. We get to see it again. Like, it's Like really nothing is new. And that's
Mhm.
how I feel. I mean, they can do it. It just feel like they don't have the drive to. There's nothing pushing them there because they know the consumers are still going to consume. It almost feel like they taking an easy route to the money. To
Let me
be
ask you
honest.
this: is that a exclusive problem, a AAA problem, or indie problem, or all three?
Now I
Because
think the
AAA games
only
like COD are the most, like, obviously the biggest culprits of it. But do we
thi-
see that with exclusive in the indie scene as well, or what's your thoughts on it? I'm asking.
I think the only people that is still trying to do that, like bring uh that's trying to be original, is the indie games. I feel like everybody else is kind of what I'm talking about. But as
Okay.
far as indie games go, I watch like some people in TikTok that's like building games, and that it was a guy, I forget, I think it's Hypercharged or something like that, where you were like playing as toys, but it's a first person shooter, but it's like toys, almost like little soldiers. And I know we had that game kind of before, but he made it different, you know. And he did it by himself, and that was on Xbox. It might be called Hypercharge or something like that. I can't remember his name, so forgive me for misspeaking. But I think indie games, you know, they're doing a good job being original.
Yeah.
The problem is they don't have the resources to make like these big games.
The
So
marketing too, yeah.
right, or the marketing, so we don't even get to see or get to hear about them until like the Game Awards or something. You're like, what the hell is this? And then you go play, and it's like, wow, where did
It
this
takes two,
amazing
yeah.
game come from?
It Takes Two,
Yeah,
yeah.
it takes two as a
80s.
perfect example. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking about the big guys, AAA people
Yeah,
like that. Like,
I
they're the
got you.
ones.
All right. Tokyo Swift, what you got?
You already know how I feel about it, man. It's like I was saying that, like, not even entering the dark age, we've been in one, like,
Since
for
when?
at least 6 years now. Like, it's like, because I feel like it's one of those things where it's like it's not a bad thing, like, I mean, yeah, it sounds bad, but it's like it's these eras, they're cyclical, you know, like
Right.
they go in cycles. Like, obviously, if you have a golden era, you have to, like, by opposites attract, you have to have, like, up, you got to have it down. So I think that, like, it's not like I said, like, earlier with Just Radio, there are games they don't want to try new things anymore. And trying new things will get you punished, you know, like things like that. Like, and you won't be able to sell. Like, what sells is Call of Duty, because Call of Duty, I mean, like, whether, like, for better or worse, it's the same game over and over and
Right.
over again. Like, it's just the same game. Like, hey, Halo, like, they'll tweak a little thing here or there, but it's the same game. Like, and then, like, a sports games sell, like, on a yearly basis. It's the same game, you know. Like, we're not trying new things anymore. Like, the only ones that actually do try things is Nintendo, really, and that's because they got long money. Like, like
Right, yeah.
they still spending money from the 1800s. So it's like,
Right.
so, like, they're more adventurous with it. But a lot of these companies are like, look, I don't want to take advantage of this. And then a lot of that is greed, man. It's like people, like, I was talking about it with my wife the other day. It was like these physical, like, there's like almost no more physical copies anymore. That everybody's trying to move towards digital stuff like that, because it's easy easier for the companies to take that game away from you. You don't own it because, like, you don't own it because I'm letting you borrow it. Pretty essentially, it's basically like a library. Like, I'll let you
Right.
borrow it for a while, but if I don't want you to have it anymore, I can just, like, make it disappear, like, off of your hard drive, you know.
Right.
So it's like, and it's to the point where, and, like, it also kills the resale market, because now it's like, if I buy a game, I'm like, okay, this game is cool. You know what, like, Jay, you should play this game here. Like, here you go, you play it, and you like, you're right. This is a cool game. We're Wave. You play it. So now all three of us have played the same game based on, like, only off one sale. But now with digital, Like
So
now
you gotta buy it. Yeah.
I'm buying it and say, hey, you should buy this game. Now you gotta buy it, and now you gotta buy it. So like, so
Right.
there's 3 like different people like that have to buy that game instead of one. The couch co-op is gone, which basically, in my opinion, built like a video gaming. Like the couch co-op is all but gone. Like it's all like It Takes Two was a breath of fresh air. Like but other than that, like it's all gone. Like even Halo was built off like the 4-player mode or the land party, stuff like that. That's gone. You can't even play custom games on the same console as Halo now.
Right.
It's insane. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's getting worse inherently, like compared to what it was. It will, I think it will rebound eventually, because once people start but like I said, it goes like what I said before about Call of Duty. People, you'll say one thing, but then your wallet will say something else until you start saying, no, I'm not going to buy the Call of Duty every year, or no, I'm not buying NBA 2K every year because it's the same game, or stuff like that, or no, I'm not going to buy the Final Fantasy VII remake that's been remade for 10 times over the last 15 years. Like until you start saying, no, I'm not going to buy that, and actually not buying it, they're going to keep doing it, because that's what sells. Like, you can't blame them at that point. It's not their fault. It's your fault as a consumer. It's the same thing with microtransactions. They wouldn't do microtransactions if nobody was buying them. So yeah, somebody's buying it. So I mean, so of course you can pay to win. Like there's like the whole arcade thing. It was like, oh, like you get back in the 90s, you get the Game Informer, you flip to the back, you see cheat codes like pass codes, stuff like that. You can put that in, get this secret character, get that secret character, blah blah. Now it's like the only thing you need for us to get a secret character is a credit card. So I mean, but at the same time, who else can you blame? Because like people are buying it. So I mean, that's just the way it's moving, and it's going to take a. It's not just up to the video game companies. It's not up to the software developers, like the consoles, stuff like that. It's up to the consumers as well to help change that. Because if you keep buying it, you're basically saying, yeah, I like this. This is what I want, and so they're going to keep giving it to you because that's obviously what you want, So
that's a great point. You both made great points. See, I was the one who initially, when I was saying like Dark Age and stuff like that, I was like, but then again, I'm going back and I'm listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos on like what gaming was like in the 70s, the 80s, and 90s, 2000s, 2010s until now. And what I realized was it's the business aspect of the industry that's actually ruining the industry. And I actually place that blame on Microsoft and Sony, because Microsoft and Sony are companies within themselves with gaming divisions. PlayStation, Xbox, if they were gone tomorrow, Microsoft ain't closed. It's probably still going to be one of the top companies in the world. And Sony's still going to be a powerhouse in electronics. So they can close. They don't need them. But what's been happening is, let's say Tokyo Swift developed a monster game. It's doing amazing. Wave developed a monster game that's doing amazing. And then all of a sudden, Call of Duty drops and those player bases dry up. If I'm Microsoft or Sony, I'm going to both of them, and I'm like, yo, y'all need to put a game out that's going to be profitable, or you're gone. So now I fire both of them. But now those are 2 fire games that are not being made no more because they can't make as much money as Call of Duty. And that's what we see. So that originality that Wave spoke of is gone. So it's like, we can't put out this fire game that's supposed to happen. We got to put out something that's going to make money. Microsoft, I'll pick on them for a second. They shelved the Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remake, and they shelved Crash Bandicoot 5 to throw more resources to Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, I like Black Ops 6 so far, but at the same time, I don't know if that's not at that expense, right? But like Tokyo Swift said, how do you argue with the numbers? Because Call of Duty is always going to do those numbers. But then at the end of it, what you see is like, if you don't play shooters or you don't play battle royale games, now what do you know what I mean? The biggest
do you
games
do?
in the industry, there's nothing for you to do. The only reason why I don't pick on Nintendo as much is because Nintendo has really built their empire around gaming because they can't be making money from the playing cards like that no more. So it's like
No.
their empire is gaming. So it's like and I think that's why we see like I feel like Nintendo games is more like home cooking. You know what I mean? It's like it's made it's made at home, it's made in the kitchen, where it's like Microsoft and Sony, they put out a lot of fast food. It is cool, it's good, you know what I mean? But it's like I play Call of Duty Black Ops 6 right now, and I think it's one of the better ones. I'll be surprised if I'm playing it as much by Christmas.
Let me ask you a question, Jay.
Go ahead.
Mo, you can answer this too if you want. Y'all don't think y'all giving Nintendo like a pass? Because I think they Mario'd us out, if I'm being honest. Like, and you can do Mario. They done did Mario 50 different ways. So
I mean,
I really want to know, do y'all think y'all get like, are you giving Nintendo a pass as far as like originality?
Honestly, I would say I would give Nintendo a pass on this from based on the points that that I was trying to make, just because like I said they still take more risks. Like you can still see Jay fell out of his chair, so it's like
pass. We just talking about pass.
Oh, so it's like I mean like this, like they take more risks and stuff like that. I mean like because it's not like you're not gonna have your mascot. Like think about Mario is the mascot. He's the money man, stuff like that. Like think about like the mascot for Sony. I mean, if there technically is one, like really just kind of not, or like or Xbox. Like they're not Xbox is not gonna have like Master Chief playing tennis or like or they're not going to have or stuff like that, or like so I mean like they're willing to try so many new things that I'm like, okay, at least they're trying to, because like just look at the console designs. Like the PlayStation 1 for the PlayStation 5, you can see okay, this is okay, you can tell okay I can see the progression. For Xboxes, you can kind of see the progression. For Nintendo's like games, that's all over the place. That's chaos. Like so it's like they're out there trying. So at least like I give them credit because at least they're trying something new. Like I mean, it's not the same because like Mario's been to space. Mario's been to to the real world, I guess. Well, Odyssey, if that's what you want to call it. Mario has played tennis. He's driven go-karts. He's played baseball. He's played basketball. He's played soccer. He's taught you how to type. It's like
he was a doctor too. Don't forget.
Yeah, he's a doctor. He's a doctor. He got his doctorate. I'm like, where does he find the time to practice medicine? So it's like, I mean, like it's like at least they've been doing more with at least Nintendo's been trying to do more things. I mean,
your old lady kept going to Bowser's crib. You'll find time to study medicine.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's a good point, Wave, and that is a good question because like we always say, Nintendo, Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, right? So like they do put out a lot of games, but at least what I could say is when you look at what Nintendo does is at least I could say personally, and maybe I am just being a homer, but they're different, right? Because what happens is we get, if we're lucky, one 3D Mario game per console. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Odyssey was 2018. It's about to be 2025. Zelda Breath of the Wild dropped in it came on the Switch in 17, and then the Tears of the Kingdom dropped. Was that this year or was that last year? I forgot.
Last year.
That was last year. So 23, right?
And they just dropped the new Zelda this year.
And then Echoes of dropped.
It's not a main series game,
right? And then and then we got what 4 Pokemon games on the Zelda. I mean, on the Switch, or 5. I'm combining Sword and Shield, and then Eevee
I think it's 5. I think it's five, but some of them were main series. So they had Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet were the main series games, and they had the Let's Go Eevees and Pikachu's. They had the Pokemon Legends Arceus game, and then they had the new Pokemon Snap too. So
right, so like at least with that, see those games we could say okay, those are the staples, right? That's Call of Duty, that's Madden, that's Halo, that's stuff like that, right? But then there's so many games on the Switch that it's like that's not Splatoon. There's Animal Crossing. There's heavy hitters, but then there's also mad indie games on the Switch. And then they still go to fan service with the Nintendo Switch Online. Now, I'm not saying it's all bad for PlayStation. I still think Game Pass is the best deal in the industry, bar none. But what I'm saying is, at least when I play Nintendo games, right? Mario Wonder had no business being that fun. You know what I'm saying? It had no business being that good, that fun. I still play that game. Like, and I beat my daughter's beaten the game 3 times. She still play it. Princess Peach Showtime, which ain't even for anybody over the age of 6. If you ask me, that game is fun, man. Like that game is actually fun. You play and it's fun. It's like, and the thing is, like, I'm still playing Switch games more than I'm playing games that I recently bought for Xbox or PlayStation. And I think that's more my issue. I'm always gonna have time to play COD. I'm always gonna have time to play Madden. But it's like when you give me Spider-Man 2 and it felt just like Spider-Man 1 and you're trying to sell me more on the visual updates than you are the actual game, that's where I draw the line. I feel like Xbox and PlayStation, they're packing so much hope into the graphics and the way it looks and the ray tracing. I'm tired of that word. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, I'm a tech guy, as y'all both know. I don't care about ray tracing. People was like trying to sell me on it. Was like, yo, Gran Turismo, look at the shadow underneath the car. I don't care, bro.
I don't care about that, fam. Like, it's like
the car. The game
like
is
it's cool, but
right. The game is glitching. Like don't sell me on the shadow underneath the car
because of the shadow is glitching.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like,
you know.
That's why I'm curious to see with this new Switch. If I'm being completely honest with y'all, because if those graphics become somewhat comparable, then I could see Nintendo outselling what they just did with the Switch. Because now you're talking about games like Call of Duty and stuff can come to Nintendo.
Yeah, I want that.
You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of give Nintendo a pass, because I feel like at least they still keep the emphasis on replayability. All 3 of us could go play Mario Kart or Smash Brothers right now.
Yeah, I would play.
You know what I mean? But Back for Blood, we tried to play that. We gave it like a really good try, but it was just problems with the game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
it's and one of the problems of the game is not even the difficulty, but the difficulty is wild. But like it's like, you know, I remember that one time we tried to play on the hardest difficulty. Like, we opened a door and they was crazy on us. Like they was on us, like, all right,
they had the most powerful enemies at the door. Like, damn, can y'all warm us up?
It's like, can we step outside? Like,
right.
No. They came
Gamer
in.
Live Look said the casual gamer can't enjoy multiplayer anymore because streaming has ruined the experience. Okay, so streaming, the joy of gaming, and now it's all a kind of competition on who could be the first to do something or the best in something in a short period of time. The fact that on Black Ops 6 on day 1, people had already grind out gold camos and diamond camos.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Funny story on that, y'all.
More than a streamer, though.
Funny story about that. I played Black Ops 6. Technically, it was the 25th, but it was at 1:00 in the morning. Dude was level 31.
Damn.
Think about that.
That's insane, fam. Like, it's like,
I know how, though.
But still,
people was changing their location on their system to New Zealand, so they was playing the day before.
That's one day before, Wave.
But listen,
one day before.
I'm gonna tell you how it's
only one day before, though.
So if you go into zombies and play a game of zombies, you're gonna level up like 10, 11 levels off of one game.
Wave, but the point is, it's like, bro, they do
I'm not
these tricks and stuff just to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not ridiculous. I'm just saying why it's possible. But yeah, I don't agree.
On that from a streaming standpoint, because if you look at streaming, it's the Battle Royale games, Call of Duty, 2K. These are all the games we complain about, but these are also the most popular games on stream. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, because
because people they like to consume the game in any way, they're like nowadays, like people like to watch, because I mean, I don't want to say people like because I'm not included, because there are certain games that's like, okay, maybe I'm watching it, for extra strategies or something like that, or there's a lot of times it's like, I don't really have that much interest to play the game, but I would like to see how it looks. So then that's you look at it like that. So I can feel, because I talked about it a couple weeks ago when we were talking about Mortal Kombat, because the new DLC for Mortal Kombat came out, and instead of me just booting it up and playing it, I was like, I'm going to YouTube and watch somebody else play it because like so it's like yeah, so I'm definitely part of the problem, but it's
Right.
like it's because it's so accessible now that now you can just live vicariously through somebody else. You don't even have to play yourself. You can just watch somebody else play and still feel satisfied. And to be honest, I put that on the game itself because that means ultimately the game isn't that fun. The game isn't that fun. It's like, oh, I want to experience it for myself. I'm like, I'm okay with watching somebody else play it. So it's
Right.
like, so I mean, like that's what I do. How I think about
Okay.
it at the end of the day. It's like it can't be that fun. Like it's like I'm not watching somebody play It Takes Two. I'm gonna play that myself.
Right.
Or like I'm not watching somebody else play Pokemon. I'll play that myself. But when it comes to games like that, like or like the Last of Us, oh yeah, I just throw it on YouTube. I look at it. Okay, I'm cool. Like yeah, so like it's not that fun.
Yeah, let's not forget the enormous amount of people that just don't want to think. So if you go, let's stick to Call of Duty since that's what Game of Live is speaking of. On zombies, they give you an incentive to do the Easter egg before they give you the guided version. So a lot of people want that stuff without really having to think about doing it. So they're gonna go
Right.
to their favorite streamers or whoever's first to get that information, which then incentivize the streamer to be first. So I blame the consumer about with all of this because like it's they people that's first get rewarded. They get get all the views first. They get you know what I'm saying? They get everything first. They're the first one. So like if you in that space of content creation and it's such a wide field, anybody could just jump into content creation, right? So you it's competitive. You gotta be first and people gonna it is just what it is. People don't want to think. People do not want to think. They just want the prize. They just want to get to the end goal, and they could go watch their favorite person do that, so they don't have to. That's what they're gonna do. That's why people be getting all these hundreds of thousands and millions of views in 24 hours because that many people don't really care to do the work themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it ain't. I wouldn't really blame the streamer for that. They trying to eat.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
point.
like that because like to put to your credit, like because like I know like because there's these like dudes like that I see on YouTube with Pokemon in particular. What they'll do is that they'll they'll like when the game comes out, I'm gonna like basically they'll stream it and they'll speed run the game. Like they'll speed run the game just so they can put out content. Like, oh, hey, these are things that you miss here. Oh, like this is where you get this is where you get that.
Right.
You know. Oh, like this is how you beat this gym leader. So it's stuff like that, and it's like and like me. I mean, that's why I could never be like a content creator like that because I mean, like yo, that's not fun to me. Like that. That's a job. Like that's
Right.
a job. Like that's preparing. That's looking over notes and preparing a briefing for like a 9 a.m. me eating a PowerPoint presentation. Like that's not fun for me. So I mean, like, so I get why they do it like that, but then there's the other people like, yo, look, I'm just content watching that, or like they might like, hey, I want to play myself, but I want to see so and so's take on it and stuff like that. So I mean,
yeah, he said, but all that has ruined the gaming experience, and there's no more.
I feel like it has
in gaming.
Well, yeah,
Nah.
I think
I disagree.
I kind of agree with that because, like I said, I mean, like it's like because now you don't have to play it yourself, like so you don't have to play it yourself. So it's like, as I don't want to say, like it's to the point where like I agree and disagree because I mean, but because ultimately you did it to yourself. Nobody's forcing you to watch it, you know. But at the same time, it's like, look, it's kind of like it. I feel like it's more of an indictment on the game itself. It's like, look, it doesn't seem fun enough for me to play it myself. Like, for instance, like I like that game, Another Crab's Treasure. I didn't watch any videos of anybody else playing it. I played it myself. Whereas, like I said, like for the Mortal Kombat DLC, I'm like, yo, I'm fine with with watching a video on YouTube. So I mean, honestly, I guess it all depends on the game. You know, I'm not watching any streams on like playing Banjo-Kazooie. I'm playing it myself.
Right. What's your thoughts?
Right. Yeah, I totally disagree with what my boy is saying. Like, it don't take away nothing. If you and your home, all right, even forget you and your homies. If you want to watch a TV show and you know if you go on social media, they're gonna ruin it. You're not gonna get on social media. You're gonna wait until after you watch the show. So you literally have to go and seek this information out to get it spoiled for you as far as the games go. Because the titles literally say Easter egg completion, speed run, whatever it's gonna say. It's gonna tell you that you're gonna see what you don't want to see. You can scroll past that. YouTube don't automatically play. So they're not ruining anything. The consumer ruins it for themselves. You can't go and watch the video and then say, man, he ruined it for me. That's your fault. You watched it.
Says
Like,
the guy
what are
who
we-
ruined. Says the guy who spoiled the Sandman being a Spider-Man too.
Right.
I see what you're doing, Wade.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
not
Well, great for a
Yes.
spoiler every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But for real though,
I agree,
like
man.
you ruining that shit yourself. I mean, sometimes you might make a mistake and see it on TikTok, but you could hurry up and scroll past that shit too. You don't gotta watch none of that.
That's fair. Byron Hurd said, "What's up, gents? Late to the party due to World Series and NBA, man."
Yeah, we in the lead now, so we can feel good about it. But
I'll
we
say
still
shout out
you
to
know,
NBA,
barely,
got a lot of
barely,
work
man.
to do.
Like I'm kind of hanging on because I'm trying to like peeking at the game myself. Like because Shohei Ohtani at bat right now with the tie, he the tie and run, and like and the commentator's trying to jinx him. He's like, oh, 0 home runs in the last 24
Here
at
we
bats.
go,
So
yup,
now
here we go.
I'm like pounding not even knocking on the wood, I'm pounding on the wood like yo, boss.
Hey, yeah.
Hey. So I'm
White
like, yo,
boy
like
Rob-
please.
White boy Robbie said, "Can all three of you guys give us your game of the year so far?"
Me personally, like another Crash Treasure. I know because I had that straight off the top of the head. Like
Okay.
I really enjoyed.
Just
I really
spoken about
enjoyed that
that.
game.
I would like
I really
for
enjoyed that game.
I would like for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth to get it, but I'm pretty sure Astrobot is gonna get it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Astrobot will get it.
Hellblade
that
2.
makes sense.
Hellblade 2.
That's a
Exactly.
biased opinion. What you think unbiased?
Yeah,
He said, "Give
I
us
get-
your game of the year."
I gave my
so
biased
far.
opinion first too. I ain't gonna lie, but
So
like realistically,
my opinion for best game of the year is Hellblade 2. My unbiased opinion for game of the year, like as in what I think it's going to win, I still have a feeling that this is going to be one of the rare years where Call of Duty wins it. I can't it hasn't won it since like I want to say like Black
think
Ops
y'all
2.
gonna get it. This would be a good one for it to win though. This
Yeah, I mean
they did a
true.
good job.
But like it usually doesn't, right? Because it's like Marvel, like I said, like they don't like it counts, but they don't actually count it, right? It
Yeah.
never actually counts. So very curious on that. All right, yo, let's do one to two spin wheels, then and then we'll get out of here. Tokyo Swift, keep us updated if Shohei Ohtani
Struck out.
I
Struck out.
bet.
Get him the hell out of here.
Yeah, he was reaching for something like that. That fastball was so far outside the plate, man. I thought it was gonna hit my window, fam. Like yo.
He was reaching for his phone to check his fan.
Yeah.
That's
he was, yeah,
what he was doing.
he was reaching, man.
Now what he was doing is checking that contract that don't kick in yet. like
Oh man, like he got this money coming, man. He got
right,
this money
right.
coming.
All right, let's do a few of these and then we'll get out of here. How would you fix NBA 2K? So we had a convo about
Oh, that's easy.
the industry. Go ahead, Tokyo Swift.
That's easy. Like yo, like stop
That's
dropping it every year. Like that's number one. Stop dropping it every year, because especially like nowadays, like cause I keep saying like yo, the internet is the best and worst thing that happened to games. Like yo, don't drop it one year. Take the year off. The next year, you can just update like the rosters, like for newer players to come in, like older players who have retired. You know, like update the ratings and stuff like that. Like yo, like give us something to look forward to. Like okay, when next game came out, because I mean, great sports games, people will keep playing them, man. No matter
Right.
what. They like so I mean, like you said, Jay, like you still play NFL 2K5. That big game been out for over 20 years. So it's like, yeah, like if you keep playing, if you keep updating it, people will keep playing. Focus on the presentation. Honestly, people talking about AI this and AI that. So like that, get an AI in the commentator booth, man. Because the one thing that I don't like about sports games in general is just like if you play it after a while, you're gonna be hearing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm like, yo, get them in the booth, like so at least they can generate more like a little bit more conversation, stuff like that. So it's not like you don't have to end up like playing it on mute like I do after a while. So I mean, yeah, to do that, like a little quality of life, like so, like take the time, get the bugs like set, the mechanics like good, like so the simulation is good, like because like I said, I keep saying it's all about immersion. So if you can get the immersion right, you got a winner.
Wave, what's your thoughts?
Takeaway, pay to win.
Yes.
Like Mo said, drop bi-yearly, if you want to say that. I don't even know if people say shit like that, but y'all know what I mean. I would say make it possible to play the game to get VC, to make your get your player to a 99. It shouldn't cost 500,000 VC to make one player into a 99. That's absolutely goddamn insane. Make it where people would want to create different builds as far as like the online game modes goes. Don't make it so one certain build is just so much overpowered than everybody that everybody want to be a 6'7" power forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? That seemed to be the build that everybody leaning towards now. That I would blame on the streamers right there, and that also the consumers, because they copy. They see somebody that's good, and they don't realize that they good with any build, but they see them playing with a specific build, and then everybody
copy
make
that.
it.
Right. That's a good point.
Exactly.
So try to make that like not a thing. And I don't know if they can do that though, but that would fix 2K. Bring more original builds out. And that's how it always starts. That's why I always have fun in the beginning, because everybody got to figure their own builds out. The people that want to play right away, at least they can't wait until Joe Smo or whatever the other famous streamers is that play 2K does.
Look, man, I'm just gonna say, listen to your fans. Whether that's hiring some of them to, to be on the team. That's what the college football game did, and no surprise, like you said, it outsold Madden. So it's like, listen to your fans. They've been playing the game forever. They know what they want. Gamer Live, like said, you can fix NBA 2K by bringing back NBA Live. Having competition always creates better games to compete for.
Yeah,
NFL license is up in 2 years, by the way, and now the NFL is looking like they will not renew with EA. So fingers crossed on what happens with that. So
2K.
It's like you got an earthquake over there or something, like
Tequila.
You good? Yeah, to like that tequila got you shaking.
Yankees got me drinking this whole weekend. So
yeah, man.
All right, let's get to one more and then we'll get out of here, man. Hopefully Yankees is still playing by
Here's the 7.
How long do most games take to finish in y'all estimation?
Like, what does this mean? Like, finish to make or finish to play? Because like, I mean, like, because like this is a loaded question. I mean, because it depends on the type of game it is. Like, it's, I mean, in theory, you could beat it like a game like a Breath of the Wild. You can beat it in like 20 minutes, or you can beat it in like 200 hours. So so it's like, I mean, it gets the.
Are we saying like how long a good game should take to beat?
Right.
80 hours, maybe.
80 hours?
I would say that.
Yeah.
It's like because it gives you enough time to like get you immersed in the game, you know, like, and like especially if they built a nice game world, because there are games like I said, bro, After the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, those are games that is so fun to play and it's so cool to explore. It's like that you kind of not even want to like beat the game because there's no post game. So like you just want to you delay. So so get in and be waiting for you like this. Like, yo, where's this dude? And and you out doing mini games in the village and stuff. So
20
hours.
20. That's more than enough time to tell the story. More than enough. I'm talking about the main missions, right? Obviously.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm talking
More
about
than
like
enough
the whole game with side missions and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I then I get that. 'Cause I'm thinking to, like, for example, there's certain games I love that, like, realistically I know, like, and I've done this before. Like, for example, Mario Odyssey. I could play through the main mission, like the main story with the moons and everything. I will never complete that game again. Like, because it's too damn, like, it's the game
It's
is
too
like, it
much.
takes forever, bro. Like, and I appreciate it because there's $50 when it dropped, and they, you know what I mean, they jam packed all that onto a cartridge nonetheless. But still, like, they gave you a lot for what you paid for, and I know we talk about not getting that recently, but at the same time, it's like Starfield. They want 110 hours. I can't do that.
The Starfield,
Like,
just a whole bunch. It's a lot
fine.
in that game.
Yeah, it's a lot in that game. So I mean, like, it's like I said, that's why I said like it depends on a game, because it's like, because for a game like Starfield, where like the whole idea is space exploration and going to different planets, going to different solar systems, stuff like that. I mean, that stuff takes time. I mean, like, you would want to be like, okay, I can't go from planet to planet in about like 20 minutes, you know, stuff like that. Whereas like, okay, if it's like a fighting game, like a Mortal Kombat, like with a storyline, I don't want an 80-hour like a Mortal Kombat game. That's insane. But like that's insane. But like, so that's why I was like, it's kind of low to get, because it depends on the game. Like if it's an RPG, or like a story driven game, like a Breath of the Wild, yeah, I want to give me all the hours. Something like a exploration game like Starfield or No Man's Sky, give me all the hours. Something like a fighting game like Mortal Kombat, I mean, okay, look,
Don't want to fight Shang Tsung 20 times.
3 hours or less. 3 hours or less for that. So yeah, so it depends on the game.
Imagine an 80-hour Mortal Kombat game.
It's like, that's
no.
insane.
You fighting Shang Tsung 20 times.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
White Boy Robbie said, I'm shocked none of you said Black Myth Wukong was game of the year.
You know why? Because it disappeared off Xbox. Because honestly,
crazy.
that's why. Because I don't have a PS5, and I'm like, I remember it being marketed on the Xbox. I remember kept seeing it on the home screen. So I was like, oh wait, didn't that game come out? Let me try to play. And I go there, and there's no mention of it all. I can't search for it on the game store or anything like that. And then I went online, and there were articles like, hey, what happened to this? Like, why didn't it drop on Microsoft? So like that, and the fact that they removed all instances of it, it seems like it's never going to come out on the Xbox. So I'm like, so that's the thing. It's like, no, but that's the thing. If they would have did that, then they would have been like, oh, it's coming soon or at this date or something like that. They wouldn't. Right. They literally go on your Xbox and look for it right now. It's literally no mention of it at all.
I did it last time you mentioned that, you said that, and yeah, you're right. You can't.
Yeah, like there's no mention of it at all.
Go ahead.
I just think Astrobot did some innovative stuff that we haven't seen in a long time, as far as like controlling the DualShock though. So.
People are hyping that up. They really like that game.
Game Alive listed a perfect complete game with a great gameplay and storytelling, 50 to 80 hours. All right, that's fair. We gonna wrap the show up, man. Appreciate y'all with the support as always. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, at that time, Yankees made the miraculous.
We'll still be playing, yeah.
Right, like the miraculous happened. But in the meantime, we'll catch y'all next week. Wave, take it away, bro.
Hey, I mean, it happened to us, so it's time for us to do it to somebody else. Pause.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, we
exactly.
appreciate y'all for coming through and watching the show. You see what we doing out here. You know what I mean? Bleeding blue. We'll see y'all on Tuesday with the World Championship trophy in hand. Peace.